What's going on, gamers? So, you know what's going to be happening today. We're getting back to it again since we had some of those um, reveals yesterday, or possibly rumors from Nate saying that Halo's coming to Xbox, Gears, not Halo coming to Xbox, Halo's coming to PlayStation, Gears is coming to PlayStation. Possibly other games as well too, like Microsoft Flight Simulator, and possibly some games that may be coming out this year. You got people saying that Xbox is dead because of that, and that somehow will kill the brand. When really, Microsoft has been letting people know this for a while. One thing that I have to address right off the bat is for people to understand that if you're going to say something is dead, that means they're going bankrupt. There's nobody online. The community's just dying. There's only probably a few hundred people or 1,000. You're in like that Dreamcast state, right? And that's it. But the problem with that is that Xbox is all over mobile. Xbox brand is all over PC, has millions of people on there, right? And it's expanded even more. It just went to LG. Like, I don't think these ponies know what dead really means. They're just ignorant. Just because like they're not selling as much hardware as they should this year or last year, they somehow think that that means dead when really it's alive in a lot of other services. Game Pass is way more vibrant than Sony's PlayStation Plus service. You know what I mean? It's no contest there. And just because your games are coming to PlayStation, which games that have already existed on PC and Xbox, does not necessarily mean that that hurts the Xbox brand. No, what it does is it means that it's selling more copies to communities more alive, and Microsoft is being a better publisher. How is that dead? They're so dumb. Like, look at what this guy right here says. We're gonna go through over through a lot of them today. Warhammer Dave. Xbox is dead. Time to prepare your PSN accounts. Won't be long until Microsoft pulls the plug on Xbox hardware. Now, we just talked about them doing OEM hardware like last week, right? Saying that they could have hybrid PCs coming around the corner. And let's go ahead and shut this down real quick. This is what Phil Spencer said a while ago. Xbox boss Phil Spencer says will definitely do more consoles. How are you going to stop them? They have so much money. As well as other devices. We've seen it happen, right? This is November 15th, 2024. In the future, but it seems against a mid-generation leap like the PlayStation 5 Pro, which was the smart move because it's not doing so well. Never sold out. Pisser sucks. It's a lightweight wannabe upscaler, thinking that you had the pro ponies, thinking that it was going to be on the level or be a little bit behind DLSS. Not even close. It's fifth place right now. NVIDIA DLSS 4 even blows away even more. They're now running Sonic laps around it daily. FSR 4 just started running laps around them. Intel upgraded their XeSS2 and introducing new cards with showing you how much better that is now. That's running laps around it. TSR is better. So they're in a fifth place spot. What I find funny is how when Sony makes all these mistakes, like Concord, Fair Game, 69.99, copying all the Microsoft methods, putting their games on cross-platform, but saying from the ground up the PS5 is going to be for PlayStation 5 games only, but they didn't do that. Jim Ryan lying. Naughty Dog canceled their game. They lost a whole generation. Then they announced that Jada Pinkett Dyke protagonist, and then excuse my language, but I have to say it. Then they are missing like almost half the damn generation for first party, only having like a 10-hour game launch, just making so many stupid mistakes, right? Getting rid of leaders, leadership is not doing so well. Yet they say nothing about that, but they want to overbash Microsoft when Microsoft is coming to bring them games they can play because they don't want to support the console. They just want to sit there and bash it. Like I find this immaturity very just stupid. Like it just blows my mind how ignorant these people are. And this is why PlayStation is in the position that it is now, having their worst generation. But yeah, they're selling hardware, but that's from the carryover last generation. But that's about it. They seem to only want to focus on that, but they don't want to look at all the other aspects of gaming because they don't have to face a harsh reality. Because the Xbox brand is better in every other aspect outside of hardware in the past few years. It has been. Microsoft has made a huge change. I give credit what it is. I come over on this side, as I said, to balance the spectrum, the underdog side. Obviously, I own all consoles. I have 54 platinums on PlayStation. I've beaten tons of other games outside of those 54 platinums. Um, You see, I have my PC right here, which I've told people, I game on Steam, GOG, Game Pass on PC, obviously, because I can play on higher settings. Why would I not? My PC is way more powerful than the console, so why would I not do that? I told people that I love Nintendo also the most too. I've beaten all the games on the Switch pretty much, and I'm looking forward to the Switch too. I've been gaming for 31 years. I've been here since the beginning, all the way down. You're talking to an OG master here. But yeah, I speak from full experience. You got people locked on one side, just promoting pony nonsense. So let's go over here to the Gaming Prophet. This is what he said. Y'all back to Xbox is dead narrative, and y'all gonna sell your Xbox and switch to PlayStation so you can pay full price for Xbox games on PlayStation. Another thing I was gonna talk about, you can get it day one on Game Pass. You can also play it on PC. You're still playing the Xbox brand, right? It's all over the place. Whereas when the Dreamcast was dying off, Sega didn't have the money that Microsoft has. They couldn't put their stuff on PC and all over like that. You know what I mean? And have a service. It didn't exist at that time. So there, I've seen people try to compare that. I'm like, it's not the same situation. You can't get rid of Microsoft. They'll find another way. So yeah, we're going into this and let's continue. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Microsoft dropping Xbox first party bangers day one on Game Pass is all I care about, and it should be the same for you, right? I agree with him because that's what I'm looking forward to. Unless I like the game so much, I say I want to own this, right? You have the opportunity to still buy it at a discount because you have Game Pass. Doom, The Dark Ages, How's Xbox Dead, Avowed, Fable, South of Midnight, Towerborn, Outer Worlds 2, Wu Chang. Also, that Claire Expedition 33 game coming day one in Game Pass, Sniper Elite, Subnautica, 33 Immortals. Like, what is Sony doing? Guys, I'm trying to figure out what do we hear? What do they have this year? We don't even know if Death Stranding is coming out this year. Kojima's delaying games. And that's supposed to be coming to other platforms too. But what have they shown us besides one game? Look at what Microsoft's doing. On top of Halo might be coming to PlayStation, Gears might be coming, right? And a couple other games. On top of all this too, an Xbox handheld might be coming out. OEM models are in the works. They're doing way more. So when I'm seeing the Xbox brand this year, it looks way more vibrant than the PlayStation brand. I'm trying to figure out how Xbox is dead. Because we're talking about the brand here. PlayStation is the one that's looking empty. They're sitting over here waiting on Xbox ports. All over online every day being toxic and negative and immature and just stupid and not playing any games. Because you don't have any games to play. You can beat Astrobot in one sitting. Look at all this. And the new Call of Duty towards the end of the year. Silksong possibly. The new art game. Atomfall coming out. Look at this lineup. It's absolutely blowing them out of the water. Like, I'm trying to figure out how this is dead, right? And here they go. Oh, so if you go to sell, see, that's the only thing they know how to go to. But they can't look at every other category because gaming is all these different categories. I'm talking about service, how you are treating your community, right? How you're expanding your community, software, publishing, right? First party. Not just looking at the machine and looking at numbers online. That's not going to make your experience better if you're not playing any games. Games are the most important. You see what I mean? So I'm trying to figure out how Xbox is dead. Hmm. Let's go over to D-Batch. I think we already scolded this guy plenty of times along with Nib. Industry insiders like Nate the Hate and Jez Corden report Microsoft is set to expand its exclusive games to PlayStation. The goal is to boost revenue and tapping into a larger market. That's what they're doing, and PlayStation is doing the same thing. That's why people are joining PC. This move might signal the eventual phasing out of Xbox consoles. Well, once again, we're definitely doing more consoles. He didn't say console, consoles. That means at least two more generations. Unbelievable, right? They are in cope overdrive. Oh, come on now. You really going to go off of rumors again and acting like their fact come in and that hurts your credibility? Bro, if next gen sells poorly, that's it. But Microsoft's not going broke though. Look at this guy. Just look at that. As you see, it's like they don't support gaming. They want to support the PlayStation brand. They're like fanboys. These people are not real gamers. They're fanboys. You see what I'm saying? Microsoft Xbox has become a third-party publisher. Last time I checked, all that's first party. Xbox is dead and buried. You see? Nintendo Switch 2. Same thing that I reported yesterday. Call of Duty, two Bethesda games, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Halo, PlayStation. Same thing here again. Indiana Jones. But they're going to be topping the charts on PlayStation monthly with all those games, and you're playing the Xbox brand on your console. How is that dead? See, they're stupid. It's like they have this narrow point of view about how things work here. It's absolutely stupid. It blows my mind. As it says, glad I bought the PlayStation 5 Pro. Yeah, okay. I don't understand why people get mad if games are playable on other platforms. Microsoft did something clearly that makes people want to buy PlayStation instead. Not really. I use Xbox on PC and I'm happy with that. They allow it and support it. I do the same thing. But I still play my Series X too if I need to. None of that is confirmed. I fail to see how Xbox is dead and buried. It's not. Are you looking for some kind of reaction? Phil is a retarded F up if this is the only way he can turn a profit. What an absolute idiot. The one who's retarded is him. He's doing amazing things for the gaming community. You want to know who hurt the Xbox community? The Mac guy with the DRM lockdown. Phil is actually one of the best uh, human, down to earth individuals in the industry. He's a cool guy. Like, he's actually a gamer too. Um, he's had a lot of great ideas for the gaming community. I mean, he's brought a lot of Sega stuff over here for us. He has great ideas. He's nice. He's very mature. He knows how to take a lot of negativity that has been coming towards him for the last few generations and still do the right things and be mature. He's like his emotional maturity is very like high. Like he's one of the most mature individuals in the industry. So like this right here, like they think that it's Phil Spencer's fault. Like this is absolutely stupid. As a matter of fact, all these ideas are great ideas that are happening that they're benefiting too, like party chat and all that other stuff. People have to give credit to Phil Spencer for. On top of like not understanding that the Xbox brand is now Microsoft's takeover. That Satya Nadella is at the head and making a lot of moves now and wants to expand things more. So like these stupid comments like this just don't make any sense to me. When really, who's the really F up? Jim Ryan. Look at what he did. He almost threw Sony off into off the train tracks to just basically crash and blow up. So Spencer's made great turnarounds for the industry. So like just looking at like for example, like we look at some of these comments here, as long as they have Game Pass, they will need Xbox hardware for leverage to determine conditions for Game Pass and Xbox titles on other platforms and devices. Look at what this guy said. Doubt they will have Game Pass in a few years. Guys, I know he did not just say that. They needed it to be at 100 million subscribers. That was just an ambitious move. They should be at 80 million subscribers right now, but they're stuck between 30 and 35 million. Actually around 40. And he acts like that's bad. If you want to include like all the other platforms too, that's going to be happening too. I don't see Game Pass going anywhere. It's like the Netflix of gaming. It's really good. But he thinks that Game Pass is going to die in a few years. Remember, this guy said this. Like some of the stuff I see these people say, it's like they don't really understand the gaming industry. It's like these ponies don't understand the way PC gaming works. They say dumb stuff, and all I see is a bunch of parroting, but people who don't understand the way things actually work. This guy says, "You guys don't get it. Your PlayStation is an Xbox." They're not understanding that. That's why Microsoft had that thing where they advertise saying this is an Xbox, right? Because that means that you're going to be seeing the Xbox brand selling and being alive on other platforms. That's not a bad idea. You're trying to maximize the profit and expand the community at the highest degree. They're not locking games away. They're getting ahead because they realize this is the future. When you turn on your TV one day in the future and you have a device with a controller and it can play a service from PlayStation, from Xbox, and from Nintendo. They have a really good position. So does Nintendo. Sony's the one that's going to be in trouble because it was about them only selling hardware and trying to lock games there. That's not going to be the future. So they're the ones that need to improve their first party the most. Microsoft monopolized in a way. Sony monopolizes too, but uh, yeah, the Xbox brand is going to be fine. It's not going anywhere. This is just understanding the way things work. They said they're literally making another console. Yeah. How many times I gotta go back to this? We'll definitely do more consoles. So what are we talking about here? And this is what we see right now. You know how many other games are going to be coming there day one? They do all surprise drops all the time. We're still at the beginning of the year. It's Sony who needs to show their hand. I mean, it's looking pretty empty. What do we have coming out this year for PlayStation? Can you guys please tell me? Let's see. PlayStation 5, first party, 2025. This guy they put weather and waves. I'm laughing at this. Guys, Ghost of Yote, that's about it. That's the only thing I've seen. Death Stranding 2 is not guaranteed. But what's coming? You know what I mean? And then when we go and take a look at this, it's like, whoa, man, you're getting embarrassed here, right? You know what I mean? And they finished off the year stronger, still continuing going into that. Their continuity is looking way better. Yeah, it was slow about 2 years ago, but they've made a huge turnaround. Sony's the one that's having flops. They're the biggest flop almost of all time, Concord. So I'm just trying to be fair here, right? Like I said, I go to the underdog side and I'm balancing here. These people thinking that I'm some like super Xbox fanboy. It's like, no. What I'm doing is I'm balancing the spectrum. I'm showing you all the weaknesses over there. But yet you don't want to see that. You just only want to look and hate on Xbox. You guys need to grow up. It's embarrassing at this point. So there we go again. You know, had to slam them, right? And you know what? Let's go ahead and have a ending for them, y'all. Are we ready? Because this is them over here. Let's find a good trailer here, white boys. They're going crazy right now over there in the PlayStation world. This is them in the PlayStation world.
Twilight Sparkle, and this is my home, Equestria. A land filled with magic, music, whoa, and most importantly, friendship. Life is perfect.
And the Ponyland. You bring them out of that? Uh-oh.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Uh-oh. News about PlayStation.
I ordered! We're definitely not the clowns I ordered.
Ryan, no!
I do that to ponies all the time.
Oh. Put your hooves together for Commander Tempest!
How about we start with your complete and total surrender?
Do it, ponies. All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all have a good one.